cue her.
Good morning. I'm bringing you some sad and upsetting news. And while I don't know the details of the allegations,
She's throwing me under the bus.
Mitch Kessler, my co-host and partner of 15 years, was fired today.
Who called who about the morning show?
We can't remember.
We loved the idea of this world, exploring it, and just being able to do something together, which we'd been trying to find for a while. And then it just fell into place. And then the world exploded.
Are you talking about Harvey Weinstein, perhaps?
That's one of them.
That's one of them.
One of many, yeah.
It did prompt some rewrites, I understand.
For sure.
Oh, we did. Well, we had to incorporate it into into the story because it was already dealing with you know, the power struggles and sexism and ageism and the sort of cutthroat world and you know, need for relevance.
I've only been told about 1,000 different ways I'm too liberal, too conservative, too in between. You've too much chin. You're not smiling enough. You're too brunette. Do you want to go blonde? Where are your boobs? Wait, put your boobs out. Wait, put your boobs away.
Talking about streaming television and how it's changed your career, because it shows how audiences are now choosing and are quite willing to sit and watch a programme, watch a series where women are the lead, because they have a choice now.
Absolutely. And they've been waiting for this content, and they want different storytellers, and they want to see people of color on film, and they want to see LGBTQ+ stories on film. They want to see differently abled people. And I think the whole world changed when streaming came around, because there's empirical data that the stories that were being told weren't reaching a very wide audience.
I'm going to quote the director who spoke about you two and your work ethic, who said, as soon as a cut was called, the men would take a nap, and Jen and Reece and Jen, would continue to rehearse scenes, go over lines, etc. Now, why?
Well, I don't think the men took a nap.
No, who said that? I'm like, who's napping?
I do want to be clear that men are a huge part of this show. And Steve Carell deciding to add his name to this cultural conversation is a huge thing, because men have to be part of the conversation. If the whole world changes, it's not about women taking over.
And men are bad and horrible, and we need to bury them.
It's about the nuance, and it's about finding our roles in life, and we're all doing it together.
But it was
we're not trying to create monocultures where there's just one gender running things. I think the great thing about art or a television show like this is that we're learning as we're building the show.
Yeah.
So we were having these conversations with our writers too, like
which is actually in our show, which is refreshing, I think, for audiences to feel like, oh, what, we're not the only ones not knowing how to behave in this new normal.
The last time you worked together, what, 20 years ago?
You have no right to tell me what to do.
I'm not telling you what to do. I am telling you what not to do.
How's your friendship developed over those 20 years?
oh, that's a good question.
Yeah. We've grown up.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel, it's so strange, because that feels like yesterday. I know that sounds strange, but that moment of, that time in my life really just feels like it was just, I could just reach back and grab it. But look what we've come a long way in terms of experience and, you know, work and life and all sorts of things. We're grown-ups. We're a little bit more grown-up. Not grown-ups, a little bit more grown-up.
I was going to say, I don't know many people who call themselves grown-ups.
No, yes. Don't ever, we don't like grown-ups. They're stuffy.
You know, they're talking about some quite serious stuff there, but they really do have a lovely rapport with each other as well.